Hello everyone and welcome. Here's the before and after of the effect we are working with today. So let's take a look at the clip that we're working with. Okay, so not a lot really happens. The problem with this clip is the slide does not go back when we fire the gun. So how we go about that is we're going to take our layer and we're going to duplicate it 3 times. So Control D to duplicate. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to name the first one slide, the second one barrel, and the third one background, or BG for short. We're going to work on these one at a time. So let's turn off the barrel and the background and let's focus on just the slide layer. Now let's go to the moment right before the trigger is pulled, which is right about here. With our slide layer selected, right click on it, go to time, freeze frame. Now it's just a static image. What we can do here is we're going to take our pen tool and we're going to make a mask around the slide of the gun. Great, so now we have just the slide of the gun masked out. So hit Alt left bracket, Alt right bracket to trim that clip down. Now let's go up 1 frame when the trigger is pulled and the gun is fired. And let's take that slide and move it up. Now because it's an image, we can put it anywhere in the scene. So let's line it up, say right about here, and press W on your keyboard to rotate if need be. And I'd say right about here where the shell ejection lines up where the clip goes. Great. So now we have that for 1 frame. So with the slide layer selected, go to Effect, Blur and Sharpen, and Gaussian Blur. And let's increase the blurriness a little bit. So right about there is good. Great. So we're starting to see it come together now. But we still have the barrel and the background to take care of. So let's turn off the slide layer. And let's lock it just to be safe. Now let's move on to the barrel layer. And we're going to do the same thing here. So let's go 1 frame before the gun fires. Hold down Alt left bracket, right bracket. And with the pen tool, we're just going to focus on the barrel. And now the barrel is an image all by itself as well. Let's move this up 1 frame when the gun is fired. And let's feather that out a little bit. There we are. Now you might be thinking to yourself, what was the point of doing that? Well, that's where the background layer comes into play. So let's turn off the barrel and let's turn on the background layer. This is going to be the part that brings everything all together. So with the background layer selected, right click, time, and freeze frame. Now with the pen tool, let's select an area that is close to the barrel of the gun. So I'm going to focus on top of here. And the reason we do that is so the color matches up. for instance, it is darker over here than it is here. So we want to color that as close to the gun. Let's select wide area, maybe a little wider than the gun itself. Great. And let's trim that down. Left bracket, right bracket. And now let's take this and bring it down here. Turn on the barrel and turn on the slide. And now we're starting to see it come together. The only thing left to do now is to adjust the mask so that it hides the imperfections. There we go. And might have to, looks like I'm gonna have to adjust the rotation of that barrel a little bit. There we are. And let's blur that barrel. So let's go to Effect, Blur Sharpen, do the same thing, Gaussian Blur. Let's blur that just a little. There we go. And the background mask seems a bit harsh. So let's feather that out too. And let's adjust it accordingly. There we go. Turn that off. Great. Now let's play it back and see how it all comes together. Great. Now if you watch the other tutorial with muzzle flashes, you can add in that muzzle flash to help complete this effect. Now if you did like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, as I will be releasing more tutorial videos like this, as well as some of my own independent films. Thanks for watching.